Hi, my name is Christina Allen, and I'm a family consumer science education major. And my lesson is going to be for traditional FCS class, which is foods and nutrition, probably like foods and nutrition 1. And it's going to be for 10th graders, and we're going to be talking about special diets and diets. So also, the Janet Allen strategy that I'm using is going to be a KWL chart, like this. The K stands for know, the W is want to know, and the L is learned. So my anticipatory set, as my students walk into my room, there's going to be a projector, and there's going to be pictures of celebrities or famous people that they'll recognize on there who all follow a special diet. Some of the people that are going to be on there include Mike Tyson, Ariana Grande, and Miley Cyrus. So I'm going to have my kids, as soon as they walk in, notice the pictures on the board, which will grab their attention because they'll be familiar faces. And then I want them to write down and think of what diets that the people that they see might participate in. Next, I'm going to do a guided demonstration and teach them how to make these charts. So I'm going to make one on the board, and they are also going to make one. And then I'm going to have them fill out the no column. So do they already know about diets? What are some diets that you can think of when you hear special diets in your head? What do you already know about them? Maybe why do people choose to be on them? Stuff like that. So then I'm going to follow that up with a PowerPoint presentation which talks about different diets, why people may choose to follow these diets, whether it be for weight loss, environmental factors, religious affiliation, or other reasons, and different diets that people follow. Some of them are going to include the Atkins diet, which you guys may have heard of, the Paleolithic diet or the Paleo diet, various levels of vegetarianism, veganism, and gluten-free. And so while I'm presenting my PowerPoint presentation, the students are going to have a guided notes page that they're going to be filling out. And I'm going to really use this to check for understanding, to see if I'm talking at a good pace and they're able to get the information, pull the information from my PowerPoint, and also to know that they are able to follow along and keep up with what I'm saying. So then, after I do my PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to have them break off into groups, small groups, probably about 3 or 4, maybe 5, depending on the class size. And each group is going to be given a scenario. And my example scenario that I have reads, the Allen family is made up of a mom and 3 boys all under the age of 10. The family follows a pescatarian diet. However, they do not have a lot of money and have to budget their meals very carefully. So my activity that I'm going to have my students do within their groups is they're going to have to create a meal plan. Here's an example. Up top is going to be the scenario, which, like I said, is going to differ between each group. And then they're going to have to create a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks that fits their scenario. So for this group, it would be a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks that fits a pescatarian diet that 3 boys and a single mom could all eat and is also budget friendly. Then once they do that, so they're going to have like 15 minutes to do that. In the first couple minutes, I just kind of want them to brainstorm. I want them to think of foods that they're going to learn from the PowerPoint presentation what a pescatarian diet is, the limitations that are associated with that, and some foods that they can eat, as well as that are budget friendly. And then after a couple minutes, I'm going to have them be able to get out their laptops and cell phones and conduct some research and really dig in deeper and learn more about what it truly means to be a pescatarian, which is a level of vegetarianism, and kind of think outside of the box of ways that they can implement these diets and make a meal plan. And so then I'm going to have them fill out the want to know column of their KWL chart. They're going to do that after the PowerPoint presentation, maybe while they're working in their groups, or right before they're working in their groups, probably before they are allowed to use technology. And the want to know section is more so to help get their gears going in their brain now that they have been introduced to the topic of the special diets within the PowerPoint. For the want to know, I want them to fill out and think about maybe a diet that they would like to try, or meals that they think that would be fun for them to eat, or that they would like to do at home, or maybe they thought of someone that could follow a diet easily. For example, their dad may have coronary heart disease. They know that vegetarianism and veganism is typically low fats, or not necessarily fats, but like low foods that are bad for your heart and don't contribute to cardiovascular disease. So they may now be able to want to learn more about ways that they can help their dad and implement this diet for him. Then I'm going to have the students present to the class their meal plans, and all the other kids are going to learn about the different diets, the scenarios that they were given, and the meals that they came up with. During this, I'm going to be conducting formative assessment. So I'm going to walk around the room, see how they're doing, kind of learn more about like what they're thinking, look at their KWL charts, what they have so far, and see how they're doing so far with the assignment. At the end, their independent practice, or what they're going to do to take home, is I will have them continue the research at home, and for the next day, I want them to bring in a recipe that follows one of the diets that we talked about, their choice, and I want it to be something that they would actually like to try on their own. So a recipe that they would be interested in, that they would like to do at home. They don't have to make it, but just something that they would be interested in, and to bring in that recipe the next day. Some accommodations I'm going to be doing include talking about the reasons why people choose special diets, so like religious affiliation, and how that can affect the diet that they might participate in. I'm trying to incorporate multiple different types of learning. So for the visual learner, the auditory learner, and the kinesthetic learner, so they all have equal opportunity of being successful for this lesson. And maybe if I had a student who was visually impaired, I could have them sit closer. I could have them work in a group so they can hear the information. Not only will they be able to maybe sit closer and read it, or if they can't see, then they can hear the information from me, also from their peers, and then they can present the information and talk about it, so then they're also teaching their peers about it as well. And I will be integrating technology into this, because they will be allowed after a couple minutes to conduct some research, and also in the classroom as well as at home to make the recipes. Thanks.